Hello, welcome to English Made Interesting. Let's learn together. Always remember, no one is perfect in this world, and to err is human. Anyone can make a mistake, and no one can claim to know everything in this world. So, take it easy when you make a mistake, but don't forget to learn from your mistakes. Better late than never. There is no age limit to learning, provided you have the interest and the passion to learn. When you start learning, you start understanding, which in turn creates a passion in you to learn more. Sharing your knowledge with others will add meaning to what you have learned and makes it purposeful for others. Why one should learn English? It's because English, being a global language, it is understood by most of the people, and once you are able to converse confidently in English, you will be able to communicate better and express yourself clearly to others. It helps you to feel positive and avoid inhibitions about the language. It helps you to overcome your fear about the English language. So, let's start from the basics in a simple manner. Today, we will talk about sentences. When we speak, we use sentences. The sentence should be grammatically correct. For that, we need to have some knowledge about the sentences that we use in our conversations. So now, what is a sentence? It is a group of words that make a complete sense by itself, and it should be grammatically correct. I'll repeat. It is a group of words that make a complete sense by itself, and it should be grammatically correct. Learn to place the words in their proper order while writing. Example: the tiger is our national animal. The sentence starts with a capital letter and ends with a punctuation mark. The punctuation mark can be a full stop, a question mark, or an exclamatory mark. Now, another example. Why does he stand there? Here the sentence starts with a capital letter W and ends with a punctuation mark, which is a question mark. Every sentence has two parts, the subject and the predicate. What we speak about is the subject, and what is said about the subject is the predicate. I'll repeat. What we speak about is the subject, and what is said about the subject is the predicate. Example: Roma reads a book. Roma is the subject because we speak about Roma, and reads a book is the predicate. The subject can be a noun or a pronoun or a group of words that does the work of a noun, and it is called noun phrase or noun clause when it is a group of words, which I will explain later. The subject of the sentence comes first, followed by the predicate. Example, the moon shines at night. The elephant has a long trunk. The earth moves around the sun. The writer writes a book. Here I have used for earth and sun capital letters because it is universal and one of its kind. In the examples, the moon is the subject. Shines at night is the predicate. The elephant is the subject. Has a long trunk is the predicate. The earth is the subject. Moves around the sun is the predicate. The writer is the subject. Writes a book is the predicate. Now, look at another example. Anne and Lisa learnt their lesson on their way home and then went out to play. Here you have two subjects or nouns joined by a conjunction. So, it is a compound subject. Anne and Lisa, proper nouns, are being joined by a conjunction and. And look at the predicate part of the sentence. Learnt their lesson on their way home and then went out to play. Here, two verbs are joined by a conjunction. Learnt their lesson and then went out to play. So, two verbs joined by a conjunction and. So, it is a compound predicate. Now, look at the next sentence. The teacher read the story and enacted it. Here, the predicate is a compound predicate because two verbs are joined by a conjunction and. Read the story and enacted. So, two verbs are being joined by a conjunction. Now, over to the third sentence. Sakshi and Mona went to the mall and shopped for an hour. Here, you have a compound subject and a compound predicate. Do you know the reason? Yes, two subjects, Sakshi and Mona, or two proper nouns, Sakshi and Mona, are being joined by a conjunction and. Went to the mall and shopped. So, two verbs are joined by a conjunction and. So, the sentence has got a compound subject and a compound predicate. Now, over to the exercise for practice. You have to identify the subject and the predicate in the following sentences. The books in the National Library are very old. Rajiv's house has a red tiled roof. The school choir sang loud and clear. Many students in my class like to read stories. The porcelain jug broke into pieces. Janvi jumped on a bike and rode around the block. Now, over to the second exercise for practice. Complete the sentences by adding a predicate to each subject given below. We will discuss the answers in the next video. Hope you enjoyed the class. Thank you. Take care and stay safe.